One of my subscribers has asked me to rebuild the San Francisco 49ers, but with the new addition of Ricky Pearsall. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and or subscribe. I'll do a rebuild of whatever the top comment is if this video gets to 150 likes. Now, of course, I have to address this in every video because there's always some idiot in my comment section who goes, did you know that the San Francisco 49ers are a Super Bowl contending team and they do not need a rebuild? Yes, I am fully aware that the San Francisco 49ers do not need a rebuild because they're a Super Bowl contending team. But on the other hand, the QB contracts are going up. Jared Goff just got paid an absolute bag. Is Jared Goff a great player? Yes, he is. He's easily a top 10 QB. Is he the top 2 quarterback in the league? No. My boy got paid as a top 2 quarterback in the league, and people are saying, oh, well, it's good because the market's going up. Why? Why is the market going up? Just say to Jared Goff, no, you shouldn't be paid more than Lamar Jackson. But either way, you shouldn't be paid more than Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, or any of the other top QBs around, or even Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, some people may say he's not as good anymore. He was coming off an injury. Well, he is now coming off an injury. Either way, Jared Goff getting paid as a top 2 QB. Brock Purdy's going to get paid a bag. Ayuk's probably going to get paid a bag if they don't trade him. They most likely will trade him because they do have to give out Brock Purdy's contract, which is why they probably drafted Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall, great receiver, first round pick. Absolutely not. People are going to try and dislike the video and be like, oh my God, you don't know ball. I know plenty of ball, and I know enough ball to know that Ricky Pearsall was a late day 2 pick, late second round pick. Not in the 3rd round. I think he would go in the late 2nd round, in my opinion. So you could have traded back to get him. But either way, he's on the team. He's probably going to replace Brandon Ayuk. I'm going to try to keep Brandon Ayuk if I can. But realistically, I do think they're going to eventually trade him. For the offense, it's amazing. So many X factors on the team. Defense is also amazing. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Hufanga. I'm pretty sure he should have superstar dev. Tre'Davious Ward, Dre Greenlaw whenever he doesn't get injury from walking off the field in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was just walking off the sideline. Dude, like, pulled something. But either way, they got Devondre Campbell, I believe, in the offseason. The team is ready to win a Super Bowl. They let... Who did they let walk? It was Eric Armstead. They let him walk to the Jaguars because they're like, yeah, either take a pay cut or we cut you. And he was like, okay, just cut me. And then he just got an absolute bag in Jacksonville. So good for him. But this team, again, is ready to win a Super Bowl. Hopefully Ricky Pearsall could do good. So I'm going to put him at the number 3 here. Also on defense, they got Renardo Green here. So I'm going to move him to the number 3. Is he slot eligible here? He is. So I'm actually going to put him in the slot as well. Then Ricky Pearsall, I'm going to put him in the slot along with Juwan Jennings. Ayuk's going to be the number 1. Debo's going to be the number 2. Let's see if we can win a Super Bowl in year number 1 with the San Francisco 49ers. 4-3, second in the division. Seahawks being 1-5 is a little bit not right. I guess it's just based on playbooks. Rams being 5-2, top the division. Team looks good other than my defensive passing and my defense of rushing, which is just mid. Seriously, coming off a loss to the Minnesota JJ McCarthy Vikings is actually kind of crazy. For the scouting national focus, I'm going to do defensive tackle to replace Eric Armstead. For the players ready to negotiate, I have negative $15 million. So none of these guys are coming back. I don't even think I want any of these guys. Juwan Jennings obviously should have been the Super Bowl MVP despite the Niners losing. Obviously, I'm joking, but he did great in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, we cannot re-sign him. I don't even think I would re-sign him if I had the opportunity to in Madden Simulation. But anyways, we are 4-3. Let's see if we can actually make the playoffs because Madden Simulation is kind of rigged most of the time. 12-5, top of the division for the 91 overall Niners. Obviously, again, not much of a rebuild. Trying to rebuild a dynasty here, or try to maintain the team is what I should say, because contracts are coming up, as I explained before. All the overall ranks are in the green for us, as we are here to face the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels, and I just did a rebuild with him. Jaden Daniels is pretty crazy in simulation. For the stats and awards, Brock Purdy looks like an MVP here, and he is 5th for league MVP. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson, Purdy. I can actually see that in real life. 2nd best offense in total yards in the entire NFL, and 2nd best defense. Seems like they're going to be the 2nd best team and losing the Super Bowl to the Chiefs again. That'd be great for them. But Brock Purdy, 4,300 yards, 34 touchdowns to only 11 interceptions, and then 112 pass rating. Great season from him. McCaffrey, 18 touchdowns, 5.3 per carry, 1,600 yards. Amazing from him. Ayuk, almost 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. I think I will end up trading Ayuk just because I'm already negative $15 million in cap debt, and he's on the final year of his contract, so I'm going to be screwed if I cannot get value out of him. And then Deebo Samuel, 6 touchdowns, exactly 1,000 yards. Ricky Pearsall, 6 touchdowns, 800 yards. Nice season from him. Kittle, 7 touchdowns, 600 yards. Fred Warner with 125 tackles, tackles for a loss, 23 from Nick Bosa is amazing. Sacks, 16 from Nick Bosa, again, amazing. Javon Hargrave, despite him being, 31 years old, 8 sacks, 14 tackles for a loss. Great season from him. Interceptions, 4 for Dre Greenlaw, 3 for Fred Warner. Safeties on the team is 1 from Nick Bosa, 1 from Leonard Floyd, and defensive touchdowns is 0. Can we beat Jaden Daniels to move on to the divisional round? We should be able to beat this rookie quarterback with how good the Niners defense is. 35-10, but we are here to face the goated simulation god, JJ McCarthy. I hope he's not like a Dak Prescott simulation god in this next Madden. But we actually do beat him despite losing to him at the midseason mark. Here to face the real Madden sim god. It's not Micah Parsons. It's not CeeDee Lamb. It's Dak Prescott. These EA devs think Dak Prescott is Tom Brady. But anyways, let's see if we can beat the Cowboys to move on to the Super Bowl in year number 1. Here we are against the Cowboys, immediately opening up with 7. And I guess we turned over the ball right in the red zone. Great job, Niners. 7-10 game, 7-17. Would be nice if our defense held a little bit and our offense would stop turning over the ball in the red zone. 17-24. Defense, hold the Cowboys. 24-27. Hold them. Hold them. 30-24. I'm playing this. Do not, I swear, I know the AI will mess it up and just throw another turnover in the red zone. I'm going to fix this. 1 minute left. They are pressed up on Ayuk. I think he actually burnt Trayvon Diggs there. Yeah, it's going to be a touchdown. But hopefully the Cowboys won't score with 50 seconds left. I'm sure they will because it's the AI, and I'm going to have to hop into that one. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Got to cover CeeDee Lamb. He's going underneath here. Actually walks right past me. That's a good throw to Brandon Cooks for 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. What do we have here? Going to the outside. Step up on that pass. What was that? How did he not even push him? He was literally through his body. So I'm trying to step up on the pass here. Look at this. How is this not possibly a tackle? It's like, oh, it's just poor tackling. No, it's not. Look, he's in his body. Just grab him on the shoulder pads and bring him down. What is this piss poor effort? Renardo Green, he's literally, his fist is up his ass. Look at this. His fist is up his ass. How is this not a tackle? How is this not a tackle, dude? That is right up in there, and it goes so far up his ass, it comes out the other side. How does that happen? 1st and 10, I'm just non-stop running zone, and I guess that wasn't even my zone. It was a safety zone. He was playing back in Narnia. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, what do we have? Gonna tackle Zeke or, get sucked into a block. That's pretty cool, too. 2nd and 5. Yeah, so we're completely cooked. They're in field goal range. Just let them score at this point. No, don't even tackle them. Just let them score so that way I have a chance. 1st and goal. They're running the ball. Just let them score. Let them score. Okay, you know what? Whatever. The Cowboys are going to win the game. I love it whenever Dak Prescott starts playing like Tom Brady whenever it's the game-winning drive. Oh, you just suck at defense. I don't care, dude. And it's like Renardo Green had the most piss-poor tackling I've ever seen, and now I have to do a Hail Mary. Sure, dude. Trayvon Diggs on Brandon Ayuk. We're just going to give it a D, but oh, I thought he was running a streak. Great read by me. That's the game. And yeah, we're going to lose because of some total BS. Yeah, I hopped in, and some people are like, oh, you just can't play defense. Yeah, this is why I just play simulation. I'm running zone all the time, so that way they can't bomb us deep. It doesn't matter. They chipped away. Renardo Green had some funsies with, who was that, like Turpin or something? Either way, let's just move into the offseason. Oh, and the Madden Sim Gods, Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl MVP. Who would have guessed? Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Mike McCarthy, Coach of the Year. Sure, dude. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year. And that's all for the Niners. In the NFC West, Trent Williams retires. That helps with the cap, but it sucks that he's gone. Honestly, that year was the best year the team's going to get because now that Trent Williams is gone, my O-line is completely trash, and then Ayuk, he's going to get traded. I have no cap. Yeah, so this team is overall going to go downhill from here. We were 91 overall. We already dropped down to an 88 with Trent Williams. So Renardo Green, I hate you for doing that on the field, and then everyone else, I don't even want to talk about it right now. That's just frustrating. Like, nerf Dak in simulation, especially in the playoffs. In real life, in the regular season, you want to make him a god? Sure. In the playoffs, he's never made it past the divisional round in real life. Why is he so good in simulation? It's so annoying. Like, Desmond Ridder is a god in simulation for no reason. With the players ready to negotiate, even though I do have $38 million now, I just don't want anyone here. And honestly, since I have $38 million and Trent Williams did retire, I think I might be able to keep Brandon Ayuk. I don't know how sure I am of that, but I'm not going to move into free agency because I know there's a bunch of players that I have to negotiate with. But now that I think about it, even if I do have $38 million and I do sign Ayuk, I still need money to pay Brock Purdy. So either way, I'm screwed. So I'm just going to have to trade away Brandon Ayuk. Now I'm trading away Brandon Ayuk and a 4th round pick for 2 first-round picks from the Giants because I know Daniel Jones is not going to do anything with Brandon Ayuk. It's like, sure, maybe he got some better stats. Either way, I don't care. Brandon Ayuk is off to the Giants. In the first round with the Giants pick that I got from trading away Ayuk, I also get one next year. Shane Barker out of Alabama, 6'4", 270. I'm going to have him as an edge rusher. I'm going to cut Leonard Floyd and put Shane Barker over him. Great speed, only marginal acceleration. Nothing crazy, but the A impact blocking, which I don't really know if that matters too much. A pursuit, A stamina is mainly why I'm going to pick him here. He has moderate athleticism. I'm going to see if there's another guy here. There's a second rounder there, but there's a first rounder here, and Ron Colbert out of Virginia, 6'6", 255, taller, lighter, more strength, less speed, better acceleration. Honestly, the same 40, but he's not A's across the board in his skills. Honestly, I think I would rather have this guy now that I'm looking at him. Better acceleration, better strength, less speed in terms of the actual solid, but he still runs a 4.6 just like the other guy. B's across the board, not as much of hit power. It's saying hit power is where his impact blocking should be. But anyways, I think I'm going to choose Ron Colbert, actually, out of Virginia. Normal dev. Guess I should have gone with the other guy, but hopefully he develops. He seems really sick at being 6'6", 255, so he's just going to be the pick for now. At the end of the first round, with our first round pick, getting a new left tackle to replace Trent Williams, Rob O'Leary out of Texas, 6'5", 337, hidden dev, 92 strength as a rookie is great. A's and B's across the board. In the second round, getting right guard Christian Elliott out of Texas as well, the teammate, 6'3", 318, hidden dev, 87 strength, 80 jumping, A's and B's across the board as well. This is the team after the draft, and of course the AI doesn't properly recognize my rookies being at right guard. Whenever they are right guard, put them at right guard, please. Also, in the third round, late third round, I didn't have another pick until the sixth round, so I reached on this guy named Deontay Irving out of LSU. He's 5'9", 194, 93 speed, 96 acceleration. Of course, I just picked him because of his speed. Pearsall is going to be the number 2. Samuel's going to be the 1. Irving is going to be in the slot. And overall, the team got worse than the previous season. Again, it's about maintaining the team, not rebuilding the team. And then I'm going to move down to Colbert, who's a 73 overall. And then I think I'm just going to cut Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd is 31 years old, and I'll take a $1 million cap hit for this. I don't even care. I'm going to cut him from the team. Colbert is going to be the starter here. And then from there, I think I'm actually going to refresh this roster. Utir Gross-Matos, I need to move him down again. And then I need to move Irving back up. Specialist-wise, Green is back in the slot. And then Colbert, he's going to be coming off the edge, of course. And then I want Irving in the slot. Maybe it's better if Pearsall goes there. But I think I'm actually just going to put Irving in the slot. I think I may like that better. 4-2, second in the division. My offense just sucks now. It's just complete trash, okay? We lose Ayuk. The team just goes to shit, which actually, it's maybe debatable there, but still having Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. I'm going to keep the scouting national focus at defensive tackle. Maybe it's arguable, but I don't think it's going to be in the red in terms of my team ranks. Being at 21st in passing offense and having Christian McCaffrey being 30th in the rushing game, that's crazy. Hufanga here. I need this boy back. 5-year deal for Hufanga. Oh my, dude, Hufanga, you got to accept this. Chardavius Ward, he just doesn't want to be here. I wouldn't want state and income tax for California, or I wouldn't also want to live in the outrageous home prices for San Francisco. Dre Greenlaw, I'm losing everyone here. I need this defensive back. I'm going to sign him over Chardavius Ward just because Chardavius Ward doesn't want to be here. Do I trade Chardavius Ward? I think I might just start trading players. Elijah Mitchell's going to hit. Rocky Sin's going to hit. Then I know some people may be like, oh, well, you're on a Super Bowl run. You got to keep Chardavius Ward. I got to get value for him while I can get it now. Is he worth a first-round pick? Let's see if some teams agree. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the Bengals are willing to give up Myles Murphy in a first-round pick. That's actually crazy. That seems like the craziest one that I've seen. Marvin Harrison Jr., who has no dev, and a second and a seventh. They're already giving up on Marvin Harrison. Joey Bosa. I'm actually going to... Ooh, Josh Downs I like, but I don't want to deal with a contract. And then Drake London, same thing with him. JC Horn for Chardavius Ward, a second, a fourth, and a seventh. That feels like highway robbery, dude. That feels so screwed the wrong way, especially giving up a young guy while you're a rebuilding team. I'm going to try to make it a realistic trade. But let's see what we have. I think I actually like this. Swapping Paulson Adebo, and I get a 2 seconds from the Saints. I think I'm just going to accept this from the Saints. You losers thought this was a rebuild, when in reality, I'm just trading away the entire team. $17 million a year for Dre Greenlaw whenever I have to pay Brock Purdy in the future. What do I do? off to the Bills he goes for a 3rd and a 6th, and in return, I'm getting 2 firsts from the Bills. So now I'm getting 3 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. Oh, you're just gutting the team. Yeah, I can't afford to pay Dre Greenlaw, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. What am I supposed to do? I have to get value for this guy. I'm just going to simulate to the next week so that way I can figure out who funked his contract. We beat the Cardinals 24-17, another win for us. And then, of course, I'm just going to give him the neutral offer that increases bonus and maybe his salary just a little bit, around $18 million a year instead of $17 million a year. He resigns with the team. Elijah Mitchell, Rocky Sin, Yatir Gross-Matos, and all these other extras can hit free agency. This guy here, this guy's supposed to be on a 4-year deal, so I'm going to change that. 10-7, here to face the Commanders once again, and our team ranks are suddenly all in the green after trading away some of our best players in Chardavius Ward and Dre Greenlaw. Stats and awards, Brock Purdy looks amazing once again, probably not league MVP, but he's top 5 once again. But Jaden Daniels is already 4th in the league MVP race, already making an impact on the NFL. 6th best offense in the NFL, 10th best defense. Brock Purdy, 4,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, less interceptions, the last 6 less in this season, so he's doing great. 110 pass rating for Brock Purdy. Christian McCaffrey, 118 touchdowns, not 118, my God, that'd be crazy. 3 fumbles, but 18 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, 1,400 yards. Deebo Samuel, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Deontay Irving, the rookie that I put in the slot, 10 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. This just proves if you put any player in the slot, they'll just go nuts. Like, he was a 68 overall, and he's outperforming Ricky Pearsall, who basically had a copy and paste season of his previous year. Fred Warner with 132 tackles, sacks for a loss, 21 for Nick Bosa, sacks 16.5 for Nick Bosa. Ron Colbert, 9 sacks, 16 tackles for a loss. Amazing rookie season from him, probably defensive rookie of the year. Fred Warner with 3 interceptions, safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So Ron Colbert, that was the right pick, despite him having only normal dev. He's balling out for the team. Can we beat Jaden Daniels once again, the wild card, or will he beat us? He's technically higher in the MVP race, but it doesn't matter. We win by 3 points. Once again, we gotta play the Vikings. This is the copy and paste of last year. Please don't let me play the Cowboys if we beat the Vikings. We don't beat the Vikings. 12-20? What the hell is my offense doing? Scoring 12 points against the Vikings defense. Really? And JJ McCarthy actually makes this Super Bowl. I'm sure he somehow beat Dak in simulation. I mean, I'm telling you, JJ McCarthy is crazy simulation, but the Vikings received their 5th Super Bowl loss. Still haven't won one in real life or in simulation, evidently. Losing to the Chiefs as they get their comeback on the season since they lost to the Cowboys last year. But now the Chiefs have been, what, to 4 Super Bowls in a row? It appeared in 4 Super Bowls in a row. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP and back-to-back league MVPs. Mike McCarthy, back-to-back Coach of the Year. And then, wow, Nick Bosa does not get Defensive Player of the Year. I'm sure Micah Parsons got like 40 sacks in simulation. I've seen that before. Ron Colbert gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what matters, despite him having normal dev. In the NFC West, nobody retires. For the team upgrades, Brock Purdy goes to Superstar X Factor. You're telling me this dude has double-digit touchdowns and almost 1,100 yards in his rookie season, and you don't give him a dev up? Absolutely not. He's getting star dev. Elliott and O'Leary both have star dev, so I guess that's an improvement on the offensive line. I can't really pay offensive linemen because, number 1, they don't do anything in simulation. I've proven that before. And number 2, I just can't afford to pay him. Colbert goes from normal superstar dev in 1 year, so that was definitely the right pick over whoever the other guy was. And the team seems to be doing well. I'm actually really happy swapping a guy, Chardavius Ward, who I was just going to let hit free agency, for Paulson Adebo, who right now I don't have to pay. I may have to pay him in the next season. How many years of experience does he have right now? He has 4, so I will have to pay him in the next season, but still, it won't be nearly as expensive as Chardavius Ward. Hopefully he has interest with the team, and also get 2 second-round picks from the Saints. So now I have 3 first-round picks for trading Dre Greenlaw and Ayuk, and I also have 2 second-round picks from the Saints, and I also have that in the previous year. But anyways, let's move into the re-signing. Where the players who get to negotiate: Elijah Mitchell, Rocky Sin, Aaron Banks, and everyone else here I'm just not interested in. I'm just going to look into free agency to see what there is. Maybe I sign like a special teams guy. So my punter is currently 33 years old, Mitch whatever. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. So I'm going to get Ryan Wright, probably on a pretty cheap deal here. Also, Chardavius Ward is right back in free agency after the Saints traded away Paulson Adebo and 2 second-round picks for him. He spent half a season with New Orleans, and they gave up. Wow, okay. Wow, and I guess Dre Greenlaw re-signed with the Bills. So after free agency, I got Michael Pierce on a 1-year deal, and I got a long-term punter. So I'm going to be cutting my other punter, who is 33 years old. I know punters don't really regress that much in Madden. Dude, how much are you paying this punter? That's actually crazy. Can I trade away this dude's contract? paying him $3 million a year and I have to pay dead cap. Did you guarantee a punter money? Trading away my punter and his contract for a 2027 7th round pick from the Bears. The Giants don't seem to be doing too hot as I get pick number 11 in the draft, so that's pretty nice. And the middle linebackers here kind of blow, and I need not a pass rusher guy, but a pass coverage guy to replace Dre Greenlaw, and that's not really here. I don't really need defensive back or safety. Do I reach on an offensive tackle here at pick number 11? Yeah, so the Vikings are willing to trade back with me, and I get to trade back to pick 31, and then I also get their next year's first round pick. I'm just not willing to reach on an offensive tackle for players I don't need. So the Vikings can move up to number 11. Who is J.J. McCarthy trading up for here? He is getting a defensive tackle that helps him in no way possible. So I get pick 26, pick 30, and pick 31 now. And at pick 26, I think I'm just going to go with this right tackle because I need a position of need, and he has normal dev. Great. What's the point in picking an offensive tackle in the first round with normal dev, dude? At pick number 30, picking up a defensive tackle, Chris Browning out of Arkansas, 6'2", 300 pounds almost, hidden dev, 90 strength, very balanced athleticism, A's and B's across the board. Then at pick 31, I'm reaching on this linebacker who's a second or third rounder, Antoine Gaddis out of Ohio State, 6 foot, 240, hidden dev, 73 strength isn't crazy, but 87 speed, 91 acceleration, so many A's and B's across the board. He also looks great. In round number 2 with, I believe, the Saints pick, I have 2 second-round picks here. Connor Adams, left guard out of Louisville, 6'3", 310, hidden dev, 89 strength, 81 jumping, A's and B's across the board once again. Keon Grant, late 4th round, so many A's across the board. Physically, he looks great, runs a 4.42 in this pro day. A catching, B man coverage, B press, B zone, primarily man-to-man. How is this guy a late 4th rounder? Normal dev, sure, I don't care. His overall is going to be high. I'm in the late 4th round, and this guy was a 2nd or 3rd round projection. I don't care if he has normal dev. That's good value. Now, this is the team going into the next year. My right tackle that I picked in the first round is a 72 normal dev. That's an L. But Adams is a 73. Why is my right guard playing left guard, dude? That is insanely frustrating. I'm going to move this left guard that I picked up in the late 3rd round. I'm going to move him to center. Dude, I swear I'm going to fight this AI. You are a right guard. Play right guard, dude. There. I had to manually adjust it in the lineup so that way my left guard can play left guard, my right guard. Like, why are you going from right guard to left tackle? Stop playing these positions. I don't want you there. This guy's going to be my starting center. Hopefully he develops. Irving, I'm just going to put in the slot once again. Team looks good, and honestly, even though my Dallas playbook is working, I want to get McCaffrey the ball. Dude's a baller. I'm going to move to the Cleveland playbook so that way we can just run all over everyone. Defensively, Gaddis is a 74 overall. Browning is a 71 overall. So overall, I like the draft. I'm saying overall too much, but really, I do like this. And then everything else with the team, Colbert looks sick. Specialist. Yeah, everything else I'm pretty sure I like. And then Colbert, dude, you are a right end. Play rush right end. This AI, I swear I'm going to fight it. 6-1, top of the division. My passing game has suffered because I moved into the Cleveland playbook, but I don't care. We're balling out here. 6-1, best season yet in this simulation. Scouting national focus. I'm going to do outside linebacker to replace Dre Greenlaw. For the players who get to negotiate, $97 million. This is what I was prepared for. And then Brock Purdy, he wants to be here. Around $52 million a year for this dude. God, that's expensive. This is what I was preparing for. 97 overall superstar X Factor QB. Brock Purdy re-signs with the team. Now I suddenly only have $43 million. Christian McCaffrey is my next priority. 4-year deal here. $20 million a year for him. I have $25 million. Now it's between Kittle and Deebo Samuel. I'm probably just going to have to tag one of them in the final season, which really blows. But I'm going to be losing Devondre Campbell, who I kind of expected that to begin with. But I feel like it's either we win now or we win never. And re-signing a tight end for this much, I'm really just not interested in because he just doesn't like the scheme fit. I don't care, Debo. We're just going to keep using you for jet sweeps. But again, just tight ends in simulation, unless you're in the Kansas City playbook, they're just not really that useful. I'm not going to trade them away, but it's like, I'll probably just tag one of these guys at the end of the year since I'm going into the final year anyways. But for now, let's just move into the playoffs. Making the playoffs, finally, we don't have to play the Commanders, but we don't get a first-round bye. We're coming off a win to the Seahawks, but the Rams steal it at 12-5. And again, same team ranks as last time virtually, but again, the passing numbers are down. Stats and award, Brock Purdy just not doing as well because we switched to a running scheme, but still 12th best offense in the NFL, 6th best defense. And then he has still 3,500 yards to 33 touchdowns to 9 receptions, 107 pass rating. Still overall a great season for him. McCaffrey, I mean, I guess this guy's eating a lot of attempts. I'm putting us in a running scheme, and I expected more than this. We had 1,600 yards in the Dallas playbook, but it's a higher average, similar touchdowns, but no fumbles this year. Deebo Samuel, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Ricky Pearsall, 9 touchdowns, 800 yards. Deontay Irving with 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, just because, again, we're in a running scheme. Fred Warner with 120 tackles, tackles for a loss, 13 for Nick Bosa, sacks 18.5 for Nick Bosa, 4 for Ron Colbert, a total fall off from the previous season. Really, nobody else did good. I mean, Javon Hargrave, Michael Pierce, both with 13 tackles for a loss. 4 interceptions for Fred Warner. Safeties on the team is going to be 0 defensive touchdowns at 0. Can we beat the Falcons in year number 3? It's kind of ridiculous that I haven't won a Super Bowl yet because the Cowboys prevented me, and then the Vikings did with JJ McCarthy. 28-24. I'm not losing to the Cowboys again. I usually don't hop into divisional rounds unless it's the final year. It's only year number 3, but I'm not losing again. Here we are against the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to start out with nothing. We're going to respond with nothing still. Nothing for either team. Finally, we're going to score 7 points on the board. Defense is holding so strong here. Props to the defense for putting the Cowboys to 0 points right now. Finally, 14-7. Don't choke this. Run the ball, offense. Run the ball. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Thank you. 17-7. Defense is the MVP there. We're going to be moving on to the conference championship. Here we are in the conference championship, here to face the 10-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're 1 overall higher than them. Let's move into this game. Here we are against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We get home field advantage. I guess they were a 6 seed because I think we were a 5 seed, but still 14-0 start is amazing for this offense. Defense, again, holding strong here. Super strong defense, opening up the half with another 7. This defense, 3-quarter shutout so far. Will it be a 4-quarter shutout? Just as I say that, no, 4-quarter shutout. Shut out completely from the defense. What ballers, dude. What ballers. 24-0 shutout. Bo Nix is on the Buccaneers now. Let's move into the Super Bowl. Niners fans are in shambles right now. The Kansas City Chiefs is, of course, the team that we're going to have to play here, as they have gone for, what, 5 Super Bowls in a row now? They were 2 in real life. They had 1 in the beginning of the simulation, 1 last year. Now they've appeared to 5 Super Bowls in a row. Nobody wants this team anymore. Purdy is a 99. McCaffrey's been a 99. Any other upgrades on offense? Elliott goes to Superstar Dev, and then Adams is only a star dev. That's cool with me. Offensive line doesn't look horrible now, but it's nothing crazy. Any other upgrades? Jair Brown with Superstar Dev. Team looks solid. 89 overall team. I'm going to be all Niners fans in the commentary. Going to be absolute shambles right now if the Chiefs win this. Here we are against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to immediately start with a punt. So we're going to open up with 3. Defense, again, coming on strong. Chiefs still with 0 points. Finally, they score 7 here. Offense needs to step up. 9-7, 16-7. Defense is balling, dude. The defense is crazy. 19-14. Offense needs to step up. They need to step up. 26 points. Not bad. Defense just needs to hold one more time. The defense has carried us through and through here, and the suffering of the San Francisco 49ers fans to the Kansas City Chiefs has ended. 26-21 as the San Francisco 49ers are Super Bowl champions without Dre Greenlaw, without Brandon Ayuk. Great moves from me. Yes, I'm glazing myself, and this will be a successful rebuild, but let's see if we can go back-to-back. The fact that I changed into a running scheme and it overall helped the team win a Super Bowl, W move. Anyways, let's see your Super Bowl MVP. Your Super Bowl MVP is Christian McCaffrey. Should have gone to defensive player, but still, I'm fine with that because he did still have a good year. Andy Reid gets Coach of the Year. Patrick Mahomes wins 3-time league MVP in a row. Well, I think that's his 5th league MVP in total, but it's 3 times in a row he gets league MVP. No other awards here for the Niners. Once again, a successful rebuild. In the NFC West, Lakeland Tomlinson, Taylor Lewan, Tyler Higbee, and some fullback for the Cardinals, and DeAndre Hopkins all retire. For the re-signings, Debo doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to block anymore, despite him getting a Super Bowl ring. Kittle, I think I'm just going to honestly just tag him, so I know he's not going to accept this. He thinks free agency is going to last him longer in the long run. Player-friendly deal, so that way I make sure he signs. Just going to tag Debo. I'm losing Drake Jackson, Michael Pierce, all these other guys, all these other extras. Kyle Juszczyk is an extra, but he's 35. Devondre Campbell's 33. Negative 18 million. Let's move into the 4th and final year in the draft. Get 2 first-round picks. Once again, I also get another second-round pick from the Saints. And honestly, I can't really trade for anyone. I don't really need anything. Maybe I'm just going to draft a new center. I'm cool with my running back the way it is. I'm cool with my linebackers. Maybe I just force a linebacker pick at this point because maybe just a defensive tackle pick. I don't even know what to do anymore. because with pick number 11, I don't really like the board. It's QBs, defensive ends, tight ends, defensive backs. Like, do I just pick best player available and go defensive back? Do I reach for a linebacker here? I think I will. Tremaine McMillan out of Ohio State, another Ohio State linebacker. He seems good enough, not worth a top 11 pick here, but I'm just going to pick him because I don't really have anything else I need, and I have too many picks, which seems like a nice problem to have. Hidden Dev, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, A's and B's across the board. And at pick number 20, I am a Super Bowl winning team with 3 first-round picks. Gabe Devine here, A's and B's across the board. Overall, great, good physical attributes. Hidden Dev as a defensive tackle at Penn State. It doesn't even matter anymore. My team is just such a baller. And at pick 32, left outside linebacker Juan Culver out of, where was he from? He's from Notre Dame, 6'2", 231, good speed, elite acceleration, F power moves, A pursuit, A tackles, what I'm looking at. He has hidden dev as well, and my linebacking core is crazy. In the second round, at pick number 9 with the Saints, second round pick, hidden dev. I got a top 10 pick in the second round because I just balled out. Paulson Adebo has been great for us too. A's and B's across the board. Finally got a new center for Purdy. And getting another defensive tackle because I can. Defensive tackle Deshaun Fulton out of Oklahoma, 6'2", almost 300 pounds. He has elite jumping, elite speed, good strength, great acceleration. A's and B's across the board. Hidden dev. Once again, dude, my team is so stacked with all these picks. Now, this is how stacked the team is moving into the 4th and final season. Yeah, I'm going to lose Deebo Samuel after this season, but I don't care. Defensively, this is what we got going on. I drafted so many defensive tackles. I'm going to move Gaddis outside to left outside linebacker. I actually moved him to right outside linebacker so that way Culver can play. Culver can actually play his correct position in left outside linebacker. I have so much depth at the middle linebacker position. Yes, these guys aren't necessarily developed, but like for the future of this team, it actually looks really good despite the cap situation, despite the team possibly losing Deebo Samuel. But it's the 4th and final year, so I don't got to worry about that. I'm going to put Irving back in the slot. We're still running the scheme that won us the Super Bowl, which is give the ball to McCaffrey scheme, even though the AI didn't really do the best job of that in the previous season. Finally, Colbert is in the correct position. Team looks great. Let's see if we can go back-to-back and just skip into the playoffs. And my Super Bowl winning team goes 8-9 and misses the playoffs. EA Sports. Defense wins championships, my ass. Top 3 defense in the league. 31st passing team, even though I'm still in the same scheme, upgraded my defense. My O-line slightly improved with the new center. Didn't change really anything about my offense. My 91 overall team misses the playoffs and go 8-9. My favorite. Stats and awards. Brock Purdy didn't do too well. I mean, his pass rating's bad. 24th best offense. I know it's like, yeah, we're in a running scheme, but having a 91 pass rating for being a 99 overall superstar X Factor is kind of ridiculous. Feed this man the ball more. Why is he splitting carries with Isaac Guerrero? I don't give a shit. Give this man 300 attempts. Why does he only have 9 touchdowns? Brock Purdy, are we running halfback dive every play? I mean, QB draw? What are we doing? 1,400 yards. Give this man the ball. Nobody on the team at 1,000 yards, but 10 touchdowns for Samuel. Like, what a stupid offense. Like, oh, defense wins championships. My ass, dude. 8-9. Fred Warner, 135 tackles for a loss, 21 for Nick Bosa, 12.5 sacks for Nick Bosa, 7 sacks for Ron Culver. He never got double-digit sacks, but he was still nice for us. 5 interceptions for Lenore, and then safety, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. Ah, yes. I love it whenever I got a superstar center now. I love it when my 91 overall team, who I told to feed the ball to McCaffrey, feeds it and splits it with the second string running back. Give him 300 attempts is what I wanted. My 91 overall team, who did nothing but improve in the offseason, is like, 8-9 is the best we can do. Anyways, guys, apart from that, thankfully we won the Super Bowl in the previous season. Madden screwed us in the final year. That's going to be it for the video. Make sure you like and or subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below who you want to see the next rebuild in. Remember, if this video gets 150 likes, I'll do whatever rebuild the time comment says, even if it's outrageous. But anyways, let's see you in the next one, I guess.